Okay. I'm live. Michi's live. And let's just get right into it. Nothing much to say. I don't have too much to talk about, it's just that I want to work. So last that we left off was me just lining Michi's body. I'm hoping that I can finish lining the rest of Michi's body and then I can just start on her head. I don't know if I can finish her head today. Oh. I don't know if I can finish lining her head today or not. Okay, actually I don't need these lines. It's just definition lines. Oh right, my phone. Give me a sec. There. Chat. Alright. Okay. Hope the cute music isn't too loud. Extremely soft on our side. Okay. Okay, while I am drawing, I guess I'll give you guys some updates on like what's been happening. So I finished Dungeon Meshi in a week. Crazy. I actually read Dungeon Meshi before. Back then in Poly. I think it was Poly. So that's just kind of like a testament to how long it's this was. I mean, I don't know if when I read it, it was when it came out. It's just, yeah. It's been so long. And I only just realized that like the manga just finished last year. What was it? August last year. About there. Yeah, so it was the later part of last year as well. So it's extremely recent actually. And I could see like on the manga there was the links to the anime adaptation of it. Yeah, to the anime adaptation website and stuff. Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, I really like it. I actually would. I think I was okay. So Mintz finished reading it first, way back, and she was just like suffering because she couldn't talk to me about it or at least she had me to talk to, like a friend to talk to. So I was suffering in a sense whereas Minz would be saying how she was she was horny. She was horny about stuff and I'm just here like I've read it before. Like the last point where I read it up to was when they got to the sister. I shouldn't say anything anymore. But yes, that is apparently still pretty early on. I was surprised it was so early on actually. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a short manga. I thought it was something that's oh, maybe the manga finished way back already. Done? Alright. Yeah, so from what I've read there, I have no idea what she was going on about. Like, what? Oh, AK, thank you. The lines are so crisp. Yeah, I'm very scared to use the very textured kind of pens, the one with those roughness and stuff. I think I leave those for sketches and all that kind of thing. That's just more of a personal feel to me. I think I have to really know what I want, and then I'll try it out. Maybe I've tried out rougher pens with textures before, but I think with the way I did the colorings and stuff, it didn't really match it. I don't know. But yeah, I had no idea what Minz was talking about with regards to like the horniness in Dungeon Meshi. It's so weird. I mean, if you follow Min's Twitter, she said something also where it's like the other time we had lunch and we have friends who haven't finished it either. I finished it by then already, so don't you know what, like I know what was going on. The other friends were like, "Huh? What do you mean? It's just food. What the hell? How did you get horny? Like, what's there?" And not to mention that like the characters are pretty much goofballs, you know. So I actually don't really see much like horniness when it comes to them, but apparently a lot more stuff happens later on. A lot. Dungeon Meshi goes in really deep. It goes deep in the dungeon. I mean, the deeper you go to the dungeon, the more crazy stuff happens. And what I didn't get was when Minz told me that like she was thinking that like in her opinion they have not accessed the forbidden knowledge. It's true. It's true. For me, it's a little cursed knowledge, but I understand the curse. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, all right, I get you now. Yeah, all right. I understand. I understand when Minz is like, hey, that's kind of hot, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. It's pretty sick, but yeah. Pretty sick, but yeah, alright. It's gonna that do be a tag, and I have been in tags before, so like I understand. Yeah. Love you too, boy boy. What? Oh, okay. Well, love you too. Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is that like oh yeah, okay, wait, no, I was saying the like what Min said to me, she said another thing to me which was like really confusing, which was like, oh, I put this in the same she said that I'll put this in the same sort of like tier as Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm like, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? No, not Brotherhood. But the manga is pretty much Brotherhood, right? Yes, but I feel like... Damn. Wait, but you said you didn't watch the anime. Right, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So she pitted it against Fullmetal Alchemist, at least the manga, which according to her is better than the anime, and I'll take her word for it because I don't know the manga. I didn't read the manga. My consumption of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was from the anime, and I already thought that was like really good already. Yeah, so I'm surprised that she put it on the same vein as FMA, but after reading it completely now, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what? Even I would sort of like, I may actually put it higher than FMA Brotherhood, which is crazy. So what I said. What?
He is misquoting me. I said that it is on the same level of perfection as Full Metal Alchemist, but I think it's better, and I personally liked it better. Okay, that's what I said.
You think it's on the level of Full Metal Alchemist, but you think it's better?
Because I'm saying that in defense, in case there are FMA people like hearing my words, and I just want to say that okay, they're both similar levels of perfect. It's just that I still think, because of my preferences and just what I prefer, like Dungeon Meshi to me is objectively better, but I know not everyone thinks that.
Why are you so afraid? Some people hate bread, other people like bread.
Okay, fine. Dungeon Meshi is just better.
Just say it. They're not. Okay, I mean, to the people who would get okay, no, I'm not gonna say it as if there's people here who are like religious FMA enjoyers, but I mean, no. The thing is that like cause before this stream, like while I was cooking, I was listening to a podcast by Resin Arc, and they actually do address sort of the tribe mentality that fandoms have nowadays, and I think that is like what they say is actually it should be a recognizable issue, and people should just take things like just like fandoms, just don't take them like, don't treat them like a cult or religion, you know? I mean, like, it's understandable. Like, I would get heated if someone said, yeah, I mean, I already get heated when people say like, oh, like Lise was a whore or something like that. I don't know, like something like that. Oh, Aymeric is the virgin blessed by God, and kind of thing, and like Lise should die in a pit, that kind of thing. No one would say that. I'm just saying the craziest thing ever. But so we haven't seen what you're typing there. You know how FMA fans always downvote other anime on my anime list just cause they score higher than FMA for one episode. Well, I mean, if they get scary, I feel like I think just say it, because the thing is that I feel like people with how the internet is, right, you're gonna meet a ton of different people. I'm trying to kind of like TLDR for like what the podcast was talking about, like, but basically it's like the internet is a very big place. You're gonna get a lot more exposure to like a lot of different opinions and stuff. To save yourself the trouble and effort, know that what you're arguing for is not a life and death situation. Just accept that other people have different opinions than you are, and you can say they're wrong. Definitely you can say they're wrong. It's understandable. Just don't turn it into something where you'll start into a witch hunt or turns violent and that kind of thing. Yeah. People are strange sometimes. Yeah, I feel to me, cause like I am aged, I feel like maybe this is something that I've is a point that I've hit. Especially since, you know, I have experienced youth before. I've experienced youth before. What is that? It's finite. And in youth, right, I'm pretty sure like almost everyone must have had a very, at least one embarrassing memory of their youth. Let's say like if you're, I don't know, yeah. There's everyone has their embarrassing moments. Like, I remember being very sorry noise. It's just edginess, you know, edgy teens. That's what it is, right? So I think back then I would be very impulsive as well. So I just feel that sometimes a lot of the words that's coming around the internet and stuff may not be as, I wouldn't say educated. Most of the times young people can be more educated than the older generation, but at the same time it's sort of the let me try to phrase this. The ability to put a pause before you make a tweet, that kind of thing. Before you make a tweet, pause, take a look at it, read that tweet, ask yourself, why are you making this tweet? What are you gonna like invite with this confrontation, that kind of thing? And basically take responsibility. Know what the responsibilities are for like saying something like that before saying it. And I feel like when you're young, when I was young, that flew over my head a lot of times. It even flew over my head when the first time I met Minz. So I have a lot of embarrassing moments like that. Minz can boast about them every time and it will hurt me so much. And that's just the way I feel about this hand. Looks bad. Hold on, bad hand. I need to fix this. I think that, okay, my train of thought is kind of gone. It's too short. I think so. No. Oh no, I was trying to link it to like basically the internet culture. I just feel like sometimes a lot of the stuff that people say on Twitter, like a lot of the drama that I see, I'll just look at it and then I'll just make a guess that, like, you know, the person who probably wrote this is probably someone who's 16, 18. Sometimes there are 12-year-olds who can go on Twitter as well, and they'll say some of the dumbest shit, like gatekeeping, like some of the R18 stuff. It can be that ridiculous. And I just imagine, like, to me, I don't really feel like confronting those, because in my mind, it's like they'll grow up, they'll reach a point where they'll look back at it, and hopefully, I hope they realize that, like, man, that was really cringe. Yeah. Too short. I need to draw the blocks for the hand. I don't think I did it during my sketch. So right now it's gonna, if I try to follow it, it's a little weird. Hold on. Okay, say like this is how it is. And I think I have a lot of these issues with the hand. I would put so like, okay, yeah, I draw the fingers, like, oh, okay, the fingers are nice and that kind of thing, but it feels like the knuckles are like way too far. So then this part of the finger, this length of the finger is really long, if I feel. So then this part is extremely wide. I don't know, like our bones aren't that, our bones for the knuckles aren't, like our hands itself, like you can look at your hand, is like you realize it's not that thick. It's a flappy plane. It's not that thick. So right now this is too thick. I need to flatten this out. So I can even draw a guide. It's something like that. Yeah, so see if like, oh, I want the knuckles to come out here, so that the silhouette of the knuckle is nice and the kind of thing. So I want the knuckles at edge here. The end of the fingers is all the way down here. That's crazy. So yeah, I need to shift the fingers up. Her hands can't be so thick. Alright. Okay. Yeah, actually, let me. Alright. Yeah, so in that sense, I feel like, yeah, there's the fear of saying things that like might get people riled up, because I just agree with the people at Resin Arc. Like their stance is that humanity, like internet is an it can be seen as a step in humanity's evolution, and the unfortunate thing is that humanity is not evolving fast enough to handle the internet. It's to the point where it's getting out of hand. And I agree. Like, I will say that the same about AI technology and whatever stuff right there. Like, in a very in a sort of a more idealistic world, I can see AI and such like being helpful and stuff, you know? That technology can help our artists if they choose it to be helpful. Yeah, like if they want to use it, that kind of thing. Other AI technologies can work. But the thing is, right now, the first people who get their hands on the AI technology are people who aren't looking at it for sort of like, they aren't looking at it, there are no ethics to it. There are no ethics to it yet. The only people who are looking at it are people who want to make quick bank and money off of it and like create stuff extremely fast, but not understanding why those things were coveted in the first place. Why was art why is art something that people like in the first place? They don't. They have to look toward AI for that. They can only describe it in a few bunch of words, like apparently NTR is a very common tag for AI bros looking for those kind of art. And that's just cause like it's in the text, but like they don't understand like, so what's the appeal of it? I don't know, just make my pee horny, that's all. They don't understand like what in that art makes it. I don't even know how that even came out. It's so weird. Yeah. Yeah, icky dude. Yeah, AI. It's progressed too fast. It's one of those things. It's literally like forbidden magic. It's something that it would be helpful, yes, it would, but the thing is that would you be able to control it? And right now, it's out of control. The only people who are in control of it are the people who don't care about artists, you know? They don't care about art. It's a should you even do this kind of thing? Right? Yeah, right? It literally is. That's what I feel about it. But yeah, okay, let's go into more other talks about AI art, and we were talking about Dungeon Meshi, which is an exemplary I don't know how to use that word properly. It's a fine example of just, you know, creative thinking, you know, both writing and art wise. And I need a master class for from the mangaka and like what went into that? Like what went into all the thoughts for that kind of thing? Like the process and for the story and the designs. I mean, one thing about it that I can like see is that it's very clear that Miss Ryoko Kui is, I think she's a very open person, considering that a lot of the characters in Dungeon Meshi they don't have those kind of body shapes. Wait, they don't share the same body shapes as those from like most other mangas. The most is that you have one weird guy in a manga, like One Punch Man in a whole universe full of like Ikemen and Bishojos, that kind of thing. It's sort of like that. You just have one guy who's like weirdly drawn most of the time. And Ryoko Kui has like explored like all these body shapes and stuff, and it just gives so much character, and I like that a lot. That's one aspect that I can see from that. I think not to mention like cultures, and like I'm pretty sure like she's done all the research onto like of animals, cultures, food cultures, all that, cooking techniques. It's like, I feel like writers are really powerful. Like writers who are really knowledgeable and like they know what they're doing. They have to fill their head with a lot of information in the real world, and it's really nice to see how that comes out into their works, and that's the same with art. Writing and art. And she has both. Nuts. Yeah, so we both enjoyed the manga a lot. We were planning to have a so what we're planning to do is that we're going to have a collabo stream. VTube Studio has a collab function, so we're gonna try using that. So we'll be streaming on both our sites. We'll see how the audio goes. We're not sure how that will go yet. Like, will it be really a buy or not? But what we want to do is that like we'll be streaming our own POVs while we're doodling or drawing Dungeon Meshi stuff. So it'll be that spoiler cast. It'll be cool. We'll give more solid information whenever we are ready to do it. Dungeon Meshi spoiler cast. We just really want to talk about it. I want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it with Minz, but I'm just holding off on like all of it for the spoiler cast. I have to see only one side. Oh, I mean, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can just watch one also. It's totally up to you. We're not forcing that. I think it's just like I had the idea of streaming each of our POVs just where we're doodling stuff. Cause I want to do those stuff that might be different from what Minz will be doodling. Who knows what she'll be doodling there? You gotta, I guess, R18 for mature viewers only. Oh, nasty. I'm assuming that a lot of people have actually finished the manga because it's well, I mean, I don't know about the mutuals that we have, but At least from, cause like from my experience, when Dungeon Meshi first aired on Netflix, I think it took about like maybe one day or like within the week of its first episode release where I started seeing all the fan art of it, and I'm like looking at stuff where I'm like, who is this? What's this? Huh? The character in this outfit? What? Huh? Yeah, like it was so fast. I'm just glad that like major spoilers weren't shared to me, or if they were, I did not understand any of it. I had no context for it, so I was safe. Hmm. Okay. Hold on. I was very good at not sharing spoilers, okay? Shh. She was this time Mince was good at not sharing spoilers. Except for one character's name, but there wasn't really much I could infer from that in the end, I guess. Held off RTing so many things. Yeah, maybe I should have muted you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like, yeah, you're RTing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yay. Yeah, even now I can RT the, well, I mean, I want to RT, but at the same time, I don't know. That's the thing, I have no idea how many of like the people I'm following, like, have they... Yeah, but I mean, I have not seen fan art with major spoilers except for that, the outfit that I did not understand the context of. That's it. I keep saying like what? Like nodding. Yeah. Mokoko? Not to stop. It's not a dog, that's a fucking Pokemon. She's a Pokemon. Oog. Sorry, I'm just editing the line weights here. Sometimes I just never think when I'm doing the lines until I'm done with them. Then I'm like, oh wait, okay, I did not add any line weights here. This is a stupid ass segue, but like, speaking of monsters, huh? Talk about what? Oh, no, I wouldn't say it about like FMA. I don't think FMA is not as great. I just like Dungeon Meshi is good. Cause like I still think FMA Brotherhood is the perfect anime for me. I feel like it's a top tier anime that like at the same time I completed it back then in university, which is not actually, admittedly it's not very long ago, but my memory is extremely short term. So I can't remember too much. I just remember being mind blown by where the story went. And I think the pacing was like I think the pacing was good, and I liked a lot of the conversations that went on in the anime regarding the philosophy of mankind and whatnot. Yeah, and surprisingly, I feel that Dungeon Meshi has actually gone up in that in my personal tier list. Actually, I have not watched them in so long. Yeah, it might be recency bias. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna explain the aspects of why I like it yet. I'm saving it for the spoiler cast. Wait till then. Yeah, we'll be streaming our POVs, but of course you'll be hearing the same stuff on both ends. It's not like only one of our voice will be heard on like one stream and the other won't be. So it's fine if you just tune in for like one of us. But yeah, if you've read Dungeon Meshi, you can come along and chat with us. I'll have one with a voice, the other without. Yes, that's fine. You'll be watching it. Who has the most beautiful who is the more beautiful VTuber model and art? Yeah, that would be it. I'll say the hand still looks a little bit weird, but I think it's a lot better than just now. So I'll run away from the hand, run away from the hand before you stay on that hand for much longer. Andrew has the use my other name. Andrew has the better model because he did everything himself. No, the other one. No, it's no. It's fine. Like everyone knows who I am already, at least among our mutuals and stuff. And there are so many people called by that name. Okay. Actually, now I'm trying to think about it. Like, what did I have a character that I really liked from FMA? Oh, yes. I love Greed a lot. I love Greed, and Envy was like really good too. I hope it's not biasness from like Mints and you know. Maybe you did.
I don't think so.
I remember you liking Envy, and I was like, huh, okay. Yeah. You didn't tell me why you liked him.
Oh, the reason why then I gave you like this breakdown, like yeah, but
Right. Yeah, you didn't give me any explanation to why you liked him, so I could only chalk it out to it's like, oh, okay, he does look like your type of like character that you would like. Damn, you're so funny. Recent. Oh no, but as in, because the thing is that you read it back when you were how old also?
no.
Yeah, that's young. Yeah, that's young. What? Oh, I don't know. I thought like Envy, at least from looks wise, Envy I know, but that's what I thought it was, because I was just like oh yeah, okay, you were young during that time, you were reading it during primary school or something, or secondary school. And like, oh, that's the trash taste that you had back then, that kind of thing. But I get sorry, I guess not then. Yeah, I'm sorry for slandering you, but I was wrong, okay? But yeah, that was all I went on for, cause the thing is that like I watched FMA Brotherhood in like I had a hiatus. I watched it in the first year of university up till like maybe episode 20 or something like that, which is not, maybe even less, who knows. I remember one of the last parts was like Bury the Chopper, which is not far. It's really not far. Wait, you don't know Bury the Chopper? Oh, I see. I think I kind of like Bury the Chopper, so like he was a side character that stayed on longer than I thought he would. Like, I mean, literally, cause like Bury the Chopper, like at least from a writing standpoint, what he did was that he served to be to give insight to Alphonse's existence, you know, cause they're both living armors in a sense. They're both cursed armors, so that gave insight into Alphonse and made him think, you know. I think I like that part. I like that part, yeah. There was a lot of parts in FMA that I really liked, but I can't remember the specifics off my head. Black Hayate is my favorite character. Wait, who's... Wait, now I'm forgetting. What the hell? Wait, is it that dog? It looks kind of different though. Wait. No, it's not the dog. Yeah, it's Ritza's dog. I was looking at it and it's just like, they're kind of different. Yeah, it's Ritza's dog. Okay. I'm sorry for yelling. It's not that dog. It's Ritza's dog. Yeah. It's Hawkeye's dog.
It's probably not named after it, but like the similar dog in it.
I think so. Yeah, it did. Right. I see. I liked Armstrong. I like his sister a lot. She's a badass. The woman in FMA Brotherhood is so fucking good. Like, Ritza Hawkeye was peak, man. I love Ritza Hawkeye. And, yeah, she's glorious. And, Winry was really good also. Even there was one Chinese girl. I think she was cool too. Even the panda Rory was good too. Yeah. Heck, I mean Lust was a pretty strong character too, I think, even though she didn't last very long. Yeah. I was surprised that Lust did not last. Yeah? What you want to say? If you read it again now, Ling Yao would be your... Yeah. Actually, that's the thing, right? I think it's greed and Etta's... Wait. Squeeze your boot, your fave. But some my thoughts have gone places already by thinking about it. Yeah. Still be your fave. Yeah. Hey, you admitted to it.
You don't blame me for putting that thought. Fuck you.
Yeah. I only tease you endearingly, okay? Endearingly. Wait. It's just a theory, a horny theory. Where? Wow. I actually forgot his name. When you said Ling Yao, then I said it. I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. That like I remember that. Both him and Gree, that combination was
So good.
peak.
I would say that oh my god, and then he left.
Yeah, bro. Like it was. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I would do a Brotherhood spoiler cast, but I don't remember enough. You gotta read it again. Wait, who's that?
Sorry.
Oh. For some reason I thought Hohenheim still survived for some time, but I guess not.
He had this whole like
uh-huh.
He said you don't deserve sorry, you don't deserve my son.
Yeah.
And, but because he was able to help and so much and he thinks about and then he's like and it was very nice.
Yeah.
But the character who went up that very slow and then they found it there and it was just like where he was like
right.
so
Finally move on. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think that's what happened also, cause I don't remember him being present in like the sort of like the final epilogue kind of stuff that much. He had his epilogue. Yeah. Yeah. Hohenheim was really good. Hohenheim was good. Yeah, it's like that twist when you learn about his history and stuff, and it's like wow. And then now I'm like crying when I remember him taking a photo with his family, and he's like crying there, holding his sons, his baby sons. Yeah. Right. Yeah, sorry, Kay. Like, because of my noise, my microphone's noise cancellation, or maybe OBS's noise cancellation, I don't know if you can hear Mince or not. But yeah, Kay, I think you're right. We were just talking about that the other time. I mean, just now. Yeah, I'm sorry, cause I'm sorry, I sacrificed like Min's voice so that the cars wouldn't like disturb my stream. Well, the thing is that okay, car plus the fan right here. Also, for you, you don't hear the fan. Mine's not enough to be ignored. Yeah. You can. Give me. Yeah, give me a sec. Alright, let's try. But yeah, I mean, you can come on Discord. I don't know. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, say Mince isn't muted. I don't know if my output is. Oh, okay.
It up.
Hold on. Can you talk?
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, I'll just move for a bit. I don't know if the Discord is working. Well, I didn't actually try it. Oh, you can. Okay. Okay. It shouldn't be getting a double audio from me, but
Is there double audio from Andrew? Like when he speaks, is there like some feedback from my side? I don't know. I guess that's the thing though, like. Hello, hello, hello. No echo here? Okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. Wow.
okay, but
yeah, because
when I talk, then like does it come in through your microphone and
yeah, does he have echo?
do I have echo?
You gotta wait a while, the
Yeah.
stream lag. Yeah.
When I'm at a certain volume.
When okay, I guess I can turn down the input volume on Discord. Let me try. Voice and video. I mean, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, but what were we talking about?
We were talking about FOMA, Brotherhood, and we ended on Hoheim, and I cry when I remember his photo taking of his family, and he was like crying, and his wife was just like, "Oh, why are you crying?"
Yeah, let me know if the echo is too unbearable. I turned down my input volume a bit, so but yeah.
But I also hope Mince isn't too soft either.
I speak like a little bitch. So
I'm kind of raising your voice, the volume for Discord a little bit more.
It sounds okay for you? Okay.
Okay,
cool,
okay. Thank you.
Thank you for being our volume checker.
Thank you
every
for
time. Yeah, like I don't know, like Hoheim, he's I honestly don't really remember the photo part because I think like it's been so long. So the only real memory I have is of his death scene, which I don't know, it just hit me really hard. Like it's like he was able to find peace, and that was nice. And then like he died, and then like he was just like crying, but it was like happy tears. And I don't know. I thought that was nice. Really cool.
Yeah. No, I was just like going through the characters that we like, and like so Greed.
This is like the podcast 1.0 practice.
Yeah, practice podcast. Greed was
Oh, do you need a PNG by the way?
Oh yeah, a punch of you, yeah.
Yeah,
Can-
okay,
can.
I'll send it over. Keep talking.
Greed. What I remember there's like, I think it was just he's like one of the bad guys, but like you understand, like I understand and I like his sort of like why they call him Greed, right? Like you think it's like, oh, just outright a bad thing, but like to him I think one of the things with Greed is that, like, he wants he just wants, I mean, one thing is like he wants power so that he can do things like, save people, save his friends, have everyone by his side, that kind of thing. And I thought that was like a very interesting take on that sin,
Yeah. I don't know, Greed, even before Greed became like Ling Yao, like the first Greed, he was already like really cool. He was one of the more sympathetic ones, I think.
Yeah.
Like the one who, like, he was still evil and shit, but he obviously had his own goals. And I thought that made him really interesting. So when like Ling Yao like took over it, I was like, oh my god, like that is actually so cool, because it fit with like like Ling's like arc a lot, right? Because Ling also he was trying to find power. He was trying to find like the Philosopher's Stone, right? That was the
he
was trying to find it, and it wasn't for like his sake, it was for like everybody else's sake. It was a really big gamble, but it's like, if I can control this, and then I will take it. It's like the only chance I have. And I thought that was so metal. Like, what the fuck? This guy's so cool. It's just that I was a bit edgy. I was a bit edgy, so like he wasn't my favorite. But definitely, if I read it now with a bit more mature taste, laugh.
Where?
Laugh. I would like Ling would definitely be my favorite.
Sorry. Just
You weren't listening.
no, I listened. Okay. It's just I can't curate a response right now.
Yeah.
It's very weird putting your PNG, like your full PNG, right next to Michi.
Okay, but do I have a?
I don't know. I was actually thinking like I should draw like a tiny like
You can
doodle
make
version
my
of
head
you.
like really big, and then you can just like put me like so only my eyes are.
Yeah. Now, okay, I'll go over you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Oh.
Sorry, I'm blocking. Blocking. My bad.
Tancred.
Huh?
Tancred's blocking some of the text and stuff.
Oh well, it's fine. It's not important.
It's not. It's not. It's really only like there to like, oh, if someone asks, oh, what are you using?
Read, bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think just the way, like I think the good thing about FMA is that at least when I read it, I can only tell you the vibes of when I read it, like after I finished reading it, because I obviously don't remember like the really itty bitty details. It's been so long, right? Like I think what I was, so because obviously I like when I say I came out, like it was after I already liked Devil Survivor. It was because I feel like Devil Survivor was what changed like my way of liking characters at least once. Like it was kind of like, oh, like, oh, I don't just like edgy fuckboy characters anymore, like I it made me appreciate like character writing, made me appreciate that, the nice characters are also like really cool. They don't have to be boring. And if people say they're boring, it's because they don't read, and then it kind of opened my eyes a lot to like, oh, like character writing can be this as well. But then so that's why it's like I think I liked Envy back then, because he was kind of relatable, like when you're young, when you're at that age, and then you kind of like compare yourself to everybody.
Yeah,
And then you kind of wanna you're kind of like, oh shit, you know, like I'm obviously like in many ways I am obviously superior, but why am I still inferior, kind of thing, you know? Like I know I can do this, but why can I not do this? Why is other people, you know, why am I still so behind? That kind of feeling, I guess.
Yeah, his personality and wants are something that's relatable.
Yeah.
I also really like that.
Yeah, so it was kind of like I think I really related to him a lot, especially because like that time, you know, it's like I would say 17, 18 are still kind of like your formative years in a sense. So you're kind of like, oh, you know, I'm meow. I'm stupid. I'm so bad at like stuff, you know. Oh, how can this be allowed, kind of thing. And like, not gonna lie, I'm still going through that, right? But then like at that point I think more so because I'm not adult, you know. But I think now, like, because now I've really grown to like really like characters, especially who would give up so much of themselves just for others, right? So that's why I say like Ling would be my favorite, because like as much as Envy is relatable, in the end he is still extremely selfish, you know. And it's like I think I would still like his character arc in that sense, but he wouldn't be my favorite, I don't think. Probably like a third favorite, not even second. Third, like second would be Greed, probably.
Yeah,
like both Greeds, right? Like I feel like it's very weird to say like, oh, like first Greed and second Greed are different characters, because I mean they are, but like I would still rank them the same, because to me it's the same manifestation but like in different ways.
yeah. Yeah. There was one part where I really liked. I think it was like maybe a bit questionable pacing wise. It was when they when the Edward and Alphonse
People call him Ed, right?
Yeah, Ed and Envy got stuck inside Gluttony's belly, you know, his infinite belly. And that was a like I was wondering like, is that like a very like bad pacing thing? Because it was like, I feel like they spent a long time in there, an extremely long time in there. It was like 3 episodes or something like that, where they were like, all of them were stuck, like the heroes and villains were stuck, and it's just like, you know what? Talk. The talk. I like the just talk. I think I can't, if it was in a manga form, I wouldn't really be able to bear it, but if it was an anime form, cause like just like lets it go, they're just talking. I kind of like that part where like Envy was talking more about himself, what made him, that kind of thing. And like Envy was just like criticizing them and whatnot. Yeah, I think I like that part. And it was like that like really gave me good insight into like Envy. I was like, huh, okay, that's really interesting. Like there's a lot more to his character than I thought there was. Like, yeah. Actually in hindsight, I'm just like, yeah, like Last was like really, like she had presence, but at this like when like it didn't stay very long. Like there was really like, I'm kind of surprised, you know, like in the very like final-ish, not really final-ish fight, but close to the final fight, Gluttony was still around.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I think I'm thinking.
No, Gluttony was not.
I was confusing it with Sloth.
Sloth. Yeah.
Sloth.
But Sloth came really late.
Yeah.
Sloth, I would say, was one of the cons of the manga.
Cons?
Like one of the bad pacing things, I would say, because Sloth he was kind of used as like just a fighting device.
He's just that.
Yeah, he's just
an
fighting
obstacle.
Device. Which is like fine, because like, you know, it does fit in with Sloth, but it was kind of like a bit underwhelming, because all this, like, I think when I went through the entire manga, it was just like, okay, there's still one more. When's he gonna appear, you know? When's he gonna appear, right?
He was always there.
Was he?
I mean, he was literally underground making black mage ley lines.
Yeah, I guess, but you know, it's like it's kind of like, okay, like when are they gonna introduce him? You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to say that like it was cause they didn't know how to fit him in. it did felt like that when I first read it, but maybe I just didn't really know what to think about it. Sloth
Yeah.
was digging, yeah, I guess, but you know, in terms of like a character standpoint, it's like, okay, when's the last one gonna appear? When's the last
He
one gonna
doesn't do
appear?
much story character-wise. I
Yeah.
feel like he's just an obstacle to bring people together.
Like they brought him up because they needed like some big guy.
Yeah,
to,
and then
like-
we
to,
could
like,
see Armstrong
stop.
and his sister work together.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
It felt very much like that. And it's like, I guess in terms of what Sloth represents, it's very fitting. At the same time, because like, you know, the homunculi
just
were
there.
so like sorry, what?
No, KO was just like, oh yeah, he's just there.
Yeah, he's just there. Yeah,
Pretty
it's like because of the way the homunculi were obviously, you know, being like brought like you know the hype
Portrait.
that portray like the hype that each of them kind of like gave.
Yeah.
That kind of image. Like I guess I expected something more from the final one because he was also like held off for so long.
Right.
So when he finally did appear, and it was just like, oh, he's just okay, cool. So I was just like, okay.
Do you remember anything about Pride? Pride is the kid, right?
Oh, Pride, yeah, Pride. I did recall it being like really scary.
Yeah, he was really
It
scary.
was really scary. And I would have not expected it. Actually, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Until they reviewed it, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was
because,
like, oh shit.
because like the way the story was built, like it seemed like Raph was Pride, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you thought like, wait, this guy has to be like Pride because he's in like the high position, you know, this and that. And even the original anime, yeah. Like I at least back then, like when I first read it, I didn't think that I thought that the kid was like in on it maybe, or like mind controlled in a sense, but like I didn't think that he was like the big one, because Pride is arguably the biggest sin, right?
Yeah, I think Pride was actually
Like
really
he was
big.
kind of like the de facto like leader in that sense.
De facto.
Sorry, whatever. Fuck you.
Hey.
Yeah, and then like so like when it got reviewed, I was like, oh shit, that's good, you know, like oh shit, that's good. Because and like even the 2003 anime made that mistake, right? Like everyone thought that Raph was Pride, and in the 2003 anime, like Raph is actually Pride.
Damn.
Yeah. And I think the kid was just, I can't remember, but the kid was just a kid, I think, and I don't think or he got turned into like one of them against his will.
Oh, what?
Something like that, yeah. Like they really went the like what most like what the author tricked so good that they even tricked the story writers of the 2003 anime or something.
Right.
Original anime is a little bit, yeah. I do think that, okay, I'm very afraid, again, I'm very afraid to say that the original anime was a bit weird, because like on one hand, like they didn't, you know, they just did what they could, right? And also on the other hand, that apparently I have realized that some people will die on the hill saying that they preferred the 2003 version. That's up to them.
I think that's a little commendable, I guess. I don't know how the original was like, but I just I think I saw the ending for it at least, and I was like, oh, what the hell?
Well, Envy was ugly in that one.
Yeah.
They
think I
turned him into
remember
a
that.
normal bitch. What the fuck? It's
Yeah.
disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh fuck! I've been coloring on the wrong fucking layer. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, but they made Envy ugly in that one because he was just not cool. His design, as you know, the review that he was who he was is just so lame to me. But not like I ever watched it, so maybe I shouldn't say it. But yeah.
Gluttony wasn't anything also.
Last had more of a role, I think.
I can't remember much of
She actually like got to like near the final fights, I think. Like they
She
gave her
did?
a lot. Yeah,
she
yeah,
came
yeah.
back?
No. Like in the original anime, she never died.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was
Yeah, I
talking
think in
about
the original anime they never got to the part where she died. Was my impression. So like
that's crazy. That's really early on.
yeah, I mean it is a monthly, and I think like Wasn't Sloth
Oh.
like that? Or, yeah. Like Sloth was like a completely original character as well. Yes. I remember something like that. Okay, I have to
What
say that.
the-
Like, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So like basically they made it. Okay. What I know about was that all I know about the anime, like the original 2003 anime, was that I read like I watched a YouTube video of a guy like comparing the differences of the homunculi, only the homunculi, like between the Brotherhood and obviously the the 2003 one, and I was just so shocked at like the decision that they basically, I think it was like, I'm not sure what the circumstances were, but basically their revival of Edward's mother, of the Elric mom, like it kind of succeeded, but they turned her into a homunculi, so she became Sloth. Don't laugh at that.
I'm like thinking from a writing standpoint, like why? Like what part of her is
And then
sloth?
I think like Raph actually like died. Raph, like the old man died, and the old man died, and then like I think like the mom had a kid or something. She had a little guy, and then he became the new Raph or something, right? Like that was what I remember.
What?
That was what I remember, and I was like, wow, this is really a departure. But okay, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I just think that the original was edgier, in that it really crammed in all like the weird edgy tropes, like, oh, the mother, they turned their mother into a monster and now she's the enemy and now they have to go through this thing. Envy is like their half brother and he kills Ed.
What?
And yeah. He turned out like Envy turned out to be like their half brother or some shit, and then like he ended up like stabbing Ed or something. And then like that's why he was Envy, because he was jealous of like Edward, and then of Ed, I don't know, Mr. Elric. And then after that like, oh, like fucked up kid that goes around just killing everybody because he's so angry. He's like, he was like a little barbarian kid or something. I think it was Izumi Curtis' son. Who is Izumi?
Izumi Curtis is the one that trained Ed and Alphonse in the arts of Kung Fu and the summoning and stuff.
I obviously do not remember him, but yeah.
Oh, her,
like,
her.
Oh,
She's
oops. Sorry, strong woman. I love.
Yeah, she's really good also.
Yeah. So
Story.
yeah, like there was that little like monkey kid. Like he looked like a little gremlin kid basically, and like he was just like edgy because he was just like angry because he's so Raph, like, oh my god, it's it's on brand for him to be angry kind of thing. So it just felt like they just. It felt like a very 2003.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. I was just like
they crammed it.
Like
all
what
in.
you're saying, just like feels like that is the kind of manga or / anime for that time period.
Yeah, it's very 2003.
It really is.
I cannot.
It really is.
It's like oh, we're not shonen, so we can go a bit like fucked up. What do you think Gary likes it? Gary likes the 2003. So we have this friend from university. He was our wingman, and he says that while he likes Brotherhood, he thinks that he actually prefers the 2003. Like at least some parts. I remember him saying. Because he said like, oh, the 2003 one was darker, and I wish they kept some parts of it. That was what I remember him saying. And he's known for liking like bloody stuff and edgy stuff. So
yeah, he likes
like
Warhammer.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Warhammer's edgy. Okay, but continue.
But you know that, like, he's one of the people who's like, oh, I wish Pokemon could go darker.
Yeah.
He's one of the people
he's one
of those people.
Yeah.
So like I mean, all the power to them, right? Like it's just that as in, to me, it's like, all the more power to you if you think that this kind of dark stuff counts as like entertainment and you really like don't find it cringe, because I found it cringe. like on one hand, when I was watching the YouTube video, I was like, okay, like from a layman's perspective, this is cringe as fuck, right? But then like because it's so 2003 like DeviantArt era kind of thing. It's the shit that
it
feels
is.
DeviantArt and all their OCs and
Oh
shit.
my
But
god.
you know, and I'm sure like people who ship like the twins in Oran High would love like Ed and Envy in the 2003 version. But anyway, but yeah, like that was all it was to me. Like I was like, okay, I can kind of see it. I think I did think that last like role was better only because obviously she got more of a role and she was a lot more dangerous in the 2003 one. And stuff, and I think they made her like actually like use more of her last like thingy,
right,
which is like fair. Like, you know, she didn't really do much, so fair. Maybe some people like that, I can see why, but like the rest of especially the parts with like Sloth and
wait, what
Raph,
was last power again?
I can't. She had those Wolverine claws.
Was that it? It's just long ass claws.
Look, man, I cannot remember what she actually did. It's just that like
she had no mind control powers, right?
I don't think so. Maybe, I mean, she's beautiful enough. I don't think she needs mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. That's
But
it. I think that's it.
I think she did. Arguably, like the way the video said it, like he did say that he personally felt that last role in 2003 anime was obviously better because she obviously got more screen time. But you know, you can't like, yeah. I think she just had the extended nails. Holy fuck, man. Okay, she has her powers.
Yeah,
nails and tits,
I think she's on the same level as Gluttony in terms of like what the character was, I guess.
Yeah, fair, yeah. So it was kind of like, okay, yeah, but the rest, especially with like the final like Pride and like like Pride and Wrath and
Wrath was kind of cool.
Like no, but remember the original, the actual Wrath became like Pride. Sorry,
wait, are we do we still want to talk about the original one? I want to like continue talking about Brotherhood.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm like, okay, the original one to me sounds really rough. If you guys like it, if anyone likes it, then like I think that's really maybe kind of strong of you. It was like, cause I find it different taste, you know.
Good on you.
Yeah. But Brotherhood, yeah, I think I like Wrath was kind of cool. The backstory for him was kind of interesting. It's kind of it. He's kind of just a badass. How about everyone's favorite boy, Mustang?
He was not. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be your favorite.
I mean, I don't think he's a bad character, but he falls into the typical anime boy. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he would be the typical protagonist.
Yeah.
I think.
Sorry.
I think he's really cool.
Hey, he is cool. I think
it's like action-wise.
He's so basic that like he just cannot. There is no universe or alternate reality where Mustang would be my favorite. Is what I would say. Like there is no reality where that would ever happen, because he's so basic. Basic bitch.
Pride in Brotherhood could eat his other sins and could absorb their powers. I forgot.
He's only cool because base.
Oh my god!
Yeah, woo! Yeah, K speaking the truth.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like on his own, he doesn't really have much going for him. He's only like better when he has characters supporting. Is my humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think that he, as a character, he has much going on for him, because
yeah.
his personal motivations were weak.
He doesn't have much of a growth or anything, right? There's not like any arc.
He had growth, but his growth was it was because of other characters, which obviously doesn't make him a weak character. It's just that I just felt that without those characters, he really would not. Without those characters, I don't think he would have. That was the point of Mustang. Yeah, like that is the point of Mustang, which is why it's like because I have like characters before like that, right? That where they what's it called? Like where they Sorry, I'm looking for my layers. Like how their entire motivation is powered up by other characters, which is fine, completely fine. So it's a legit way to write a character, right? It's just that usually after that they have to kind of like stand on their own as well. But I just felt that because Ritza exists, he kind of personally I felt like he kept getting held back because Ritza was just like carrying his development on her back. I guess. Like he himself was not, I don't know. The final fight with Envy that he did was cool. That was one of the moments I did watch in the anime. Yeah, I wanted to see how Envy died. Statistic of, but that was the one cool moment that I was like, okay, Mustang is cool. But other than that, it just like I never really felt anything special about him. Yes, like he was just guy.
He was man.
He was man. Yeah, he was man.
He was a Mustang.
And his lady friend was just like 15 times better. You know.
They were good friends.
I love Hugh. So, and it's an honor, I believe, to be killed off by Envy. So it's okay.
Oops, sorry, blown the mic.
It's just the fire sparkle. Yeah. But the fire itself like comes from elsewhere, you know. Comes from the people around. Which again is not a bad thing. I can see why like people like him. It's just that I just feel like people like to say that Mustang is cool, you know. And I'm like, yeah, he's cool, but he's cool because of everyone else around him. So
he's cool, but I don't really have much of a strong opinion on him.
Yeah, right. Like you just remember that he looks cool and he does cool snippy snap.
Yeah.
You know? And that's about it. But if you think about other stuff, like a lot of it you attribute like, well, he was cool because, you know, other character was doing this.
Yeah. I think like other fighty punchy characters, like say like Scar, I have more of an opinion of Scar than with Mustang. And I feel like Scar, in a way, he's not as cool as Mustang, but I feel like there was more. I have more opinions of like Scar's story than Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like not saying Mustang isn't cool. It's just that as a character, like he just didn't really make much of an impression. Which I know that if this gets out, like I'll get skewered to hell and back. But who the
actually, I mean, if there's anyone who can speak up for Mustang, I don't mind listening to it actually.
True, yeah. Again, like it's coming off like recency bias, like as in recency as in I have not touched it in so many years.
Yeah, I might have misremembered or yeah.
I'm going off the vibe that was what I remember feeling.
Yeah, like the impression that we were left with, right?
I cannot tell you like, oh, you know, my sources are panel 50 of chapter 200. You know, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm talking out of my like gut feeling.
Same. So I'm guilty of that. So I wouldn't mind like if there's anyone like who has to say like, oh yeah, we like Lust a lot because of this, or like a Mustang a lot because of this, that kind of thing, or like even Gluttony. Even I'm like I think
Gluttony's a funny.
Like having the insight would be good. It's just that like yeah, just have a civil conversation, you know.
Civil
conversation.
You're asking for a luxury.
Something that people need to get like adapt in the internet age.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. What else do you wanna say?
I kind of forgot what the theme for FMA was. It was humanity's existence and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what
I mean, it was about like the natural cause of things as well. I mean, I guess that's why they also talk about the Philosopher's Stone. And it's kind of like, you know, it starts right at the beginning, right? When they try to reverse death.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey,
like,
Control S. Control S. Yeah.
Yeah, like it in the end it's kind of like it's about how like things I guess in a way like that's also why like the ending is that Ed gave up his alchemy, right? Because in the end, yeah, because in the end, like, I mean, it's not as if like alchemy was gone forever, but it's more like the character realizes that, you know, there's beauty in like the things that you cannot change. You don't need the power to like change things to enjoy like what you have.
Yeah.
And it was also about the importance of like letting go, which was very well shown in his dad.
Yeah.
And also like him and Alphonse, you know, like how like about their mother,
right,
and stuff. And you know, in the end, like how Edward was just like, I'm giving this up. I don't need alchemy.
right.
Yeah. Which was nice. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like the philosophies in FMA Brotherhood was really interesting. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It went to really mature areas. Yeah. Philosophy, I love it.
Yeah, like I like it when I guess the reason why I compare, like when I say that the feeling is the same, like for Dun Meshi and Fama, it's because I think both of them, they tackle like this topic of life, you know. Like I think FMA deals with the topic of like loss and trying to attain something that we cannot get, right?
Yeah.
While Dungeon Meshi is similar, except that it tackles the topic of like what happens when you want too much, you know.
Yeah.
And like how in life, you know, everyone is categorized by what they want. Everyone, like what you want is what makes you as a person. And I think that's like, it's both very similar topic, just very like
try not to
ways.
go
I know,
obviously.
very different ways of like dealing with it. So that's why I said like the vibe was the same to me. And I think because like it's such big like vague concepts, right? That a lot of JRPGs, they try to do something like this. They try to do like oh, you know, we're gonna touch on this like so philosophical. We're gonna be so like cool. We're gonna touch on this deep topic, and then in the end it's like it was cause of God. It was cause of God, man. Lamau, it's cause of God. You know,
why racism? Defeat God and then racism
God
gone.
And racism will be gone. You know, like why I don't know. I can't think of another example besides FF16.
Yeah, you were going on about that, and I was already gonna
tap out.
Oh no, I was gonna like join in the ring, like tap me in, let me bash it,
Yeah, it's like it's got.
Oh, sorry for the echoes. Like I was very loud just now.
No, it's okay. I mean, yeah, but it's kind of like that, you know. A lot of JRPGs, because they try and tackle like insane topic, but then they don't know how to write it. They're like, oh shit, we don't have the insight to really do this justice. Kill God, you know, kill weird JRPG god that we name after some Greek guy from 5 million years ago. You know, like that's what a lot of JRPGs do, and like that's why like when a series does it well, it's like how they don't try and address it, like they don't try and solve it, because they know that solving it does not usually end well, because there's no way you can solve it, right? But what they do a lot, what both series did, is that they present like this idea that the characters themselves, they accept that they can't do anything with it, but they make the most of their situation, so that because in the end, like using FMA as an example, right? You cannot like there was, it's not like they eradicated like, okay, no one will feel the need to chase after like something they lost again. It's not like this. It's just dealing with it, how the characters deal with it. They make it a very like personal struggle. While a lot of the JRPGs, they try and make it like this whole world saving thing, like, oh, we need to help everybody, you know. And which is why like a lot of the times it fails, because there's no way you, like with something this vague, there's no way you can actually do that. So that's why like I respect that. It's like the knowledge that this is a big issue, but you tackle it like in one aspect, you know, and you do it well. I think both series do that very well.
Mm.
It's almost like they are presenting their own philosophy to, and which is what it should be, because in the end, a lot of these like deep stuff, it changes so wildly on what your personal interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring this up again, but like, yeah, this. I mean, I just latched on, like, I had an idea of what to say because I just latched on to, just only like one of the things that you say, which is like, my experience through Stormblood was interesting because, coming from Heavensward, Heavensward was very hero save the day kind of moment. But when you started in Stormblood, it starts out very rough for you because it becomes very clear to you that like the plight of the people there is not the same as the plight in Heavensward, and it's not as very easily overcome. I mean, granted, even in Heavensward, in the patches, they did make it clear that it's going to be a rough sort of like a rough build up lah. Like, you know, oh, they got rid of the dragon, the dispute between the dragons and the humans already, that kind of thing. But like that was basically by pretty much like one person's doing in a way, which is you.
Me.
But when in Heavensward, it's something that you can't do it alone. Like, you know, to change a whole nation, a country's like mindset, you're not a leader. You can punch things, but it's not going to change the way some people think, you know. Some of them have PTSD, some of them is gonna
Some of them already have their own ideas.
they have their
They're
own
not gonna
ideas.
easily,
Yeah,
like,
if you
convert.
say it's literally like, oh, if you give, is that very old-fashioned saying, you know, like, oh, if you give a man a fish status, he will eat for a day. If you give him if you teach him how to fish, he'll feed himself for a lifetime, that kind of thing. That's the TLDR of it. And that's what I liked about Stormblood, you know. It kind of shattered that perception that, oh, all will be fine if I just punch God. But in this side, it's like the villains also, like, sort of like the obstacles in your way are not only just the villains, but the people that you're trying to save as well, and their mentality that you have to get them out from. So that's the tricky part lah. And I mean, I can't, even Stormblood was like far enough that like I don't fully remember everything, so I don't know if that was even like done well as well. I'm thinking like, because I feel like it's something that's going to have to take a long time to like more than just an expansion story, just to like you know, sort of like heal and repair.
And they did try and go like 3 different countries.
Yeah, they did go 3 different countries, so it's a little, it was a little rough. But I think that at least that idea when I first started out Stormblood was really interesting to me, and it's what made me like Stormblood. And it just gave me more thoughts to like my walls actions, you know. In Heavensward, it was very clear from the outset like what I needed to punch.
Yeah, punch the old man.
Yeah, it's very clear. Like the moment you see him, it's like he's evil as
He's
fuck.
ugly. He's wrinkled and crusty and pruny. That's the one that you punch.
I feel like, have they not like also shown like the Asians talking to him as well?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. It's like it's very obvious, and like, yeah, there we go. It's right there.
Yeah. Imeric's an idiot. I mean, what?
I
Who
mean,
said that? Oh my god. I said that.
Man has lack of information and whatever.
No, I just think he's just there. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't rile them up any further.
Damn.
Yeah, to me that's the difference between Heavensward and Stormblood. Like, I would say that I did I do enjoy Heaven's Sword, but that's cause I have to turn off my mind to certain things. Like, there's moments of Heaven's Sword that I definitely really love. Like, I think everyone who's loved Heaven's Sword can just agree that we've all loved Elfinord's growth, Estinian's growth, Ysael's growth onto Oblivion, literally Oblivion. We didn't like the Oblivion part for Ysael. No, I don't think anyone does.
It's so bad. I remember when like she died, I got so fucking mad. I was like, I can't even say that I was like super Ysael simp. I was just like, okay, you know, I see like the appeal of a character. But then when she up and died, I was just like, oh my fucking god, who wrote this? I was so livid. I was like, are you fucking for real?
You know what? Maybe I'm glad that FF16 exists, cause like that took the man away from like the writing team.
Yeah, that took the man away.
Cause
like
I'm pretty sure there was a guy who was he the guy who killed Papa Limo as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if Papa Limo's one was Banri Oda because the patches might have been written.
Right.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Moonbreeder.
Moonbreeder. Okay, Moonbreeder. I don't know. It might be.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
But I don't know.
But like, yeah, that period of time, like the patches leading to Heaven's Sword, and the patches outside of Heaven's Sword is like, bro. I spoiled Hoshifon's death, so I didn't.
I got spoiled on Hoshifon's death as well, but I think because like I was like, oh, okay, like he's gonna, you know, like people seem like him. I guess his death must be really like cool, must be really emotional. I got that. And it was emotional in the sense that I got really mad. I was like, huh?
Clenched fist.
I was like, that's how he goes? Are you serious? I was just like, no way, right? This is such a stupid way to go.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, what?
Like, come on, man.
Like, and then they're like, oh shit, people like him. Quick, make references to him 5 million times.
Like, I feel like the memory of him is really just perpetuated by the fans.
It's been tainted in the sense that because I know that if I see him, it's just like, okay, they want to force. They want to force people to feel something. That's why they're using his image.
They're gonna use that quote and it's like, oh yes,
like
don't smile like that. Do a hee hee ha ha. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. I'm sorry, I'm ruining his memory.
No, but they ruin it for because now I'm just like, okay, hee hee ha ha, and okay, I'm like, I think DSR also made it even worse, right? Because you have to see that guy die like so many times.
Yeah.
And then after all, you're like, oh my god, like Hersheyford, can your HP be any higher? Oh my god, Hersheyford, why can't you just? Oh my god, holy fuck, Hersheyford! You know?
He's just a little guy!
It's like after like 600 wipes, you're like, go! Go! You know? And it's like, and now you see like people like make memes about him because of that. Like, it's his legacy. They've used him so much that the feel of his death isn't there anymore because they're gonna bring him back for some like weird ass cameo. You know that. You know, he's not permanently gone because the devs know the impact of his face and his. I can't even remember the line now. Oh my god! Even though I used to remember it.
I mean,
that smile does not suit that face. A smile better suits a hero. Yeah. Okay.
Smile better.
I still remember it. Yeah. Smile better suits. Yeah. Yeah, but when men ask girls to smile, then they get angry. I'm kidding.
You know it's nuts, right? Did Estinian know Halshfon?
Not. I would
at all. No, right.
I think he knew of Hersheyfon, but they didn't really talk.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he's the head of this house. No, not the head. The bastard son of this house. Yeah. But that's pretty much it, right? They never interact at all.
I don't feel confident in saying at all because like I can't remember if he has talked to the guy at least once, but from my understanding it wasn't very much.
Right.
I think he did. Yeah, I feel like they did have some interaction, but it was just very inconsequential and obviously
because my thoughts is that like I feel like he's never brought him up after Heaven Sword. The
Yeah,
game
you're right,
does.
yeah. The game does.
Estinian
right,
doesn't.
You're right, yeah. The Heaven Sword character does not
Like
bring
Estinian
Heaven
would,
Sword dev
if
up.
Estinian knew Hushfon, like he was way past that, but the game was sure as hell not past Hushfon for some god knows what reason. I think does Emmerich even mention? No,
I feel like no, okay. I feel like there may be some mentions of him going like like in remembrance of our friends, some shit like that.
like vague stuff, but they don't
vague
say his
stuff,
name.
But they don't say his name
They're
because they
like,
know that we know you get
the
it.
game put those words in Emmerich's mouth and like, hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
You know who we're talking about, kind of thing. So
We love
yeah.
to make you cry.
But I think like the more they mention like Hershafon at all, the more I'm just like, okay, shut the fuck up.
It's kind of a broken record at this point.
Yeah, it to me it is. It's like it's a bit like
Right.
I get it, brother. I get it. Shut up right now. I get it. He's dead, and you want me to feel sad, but
I'm sad that he's gone too, but like
now I'm not sad anymore because you've done it so many
you're kind of
times.
ruining the memory of him for me, you know?
And I want to say that like it works even worse for me because I was never sad about his death. I thought his death was shit, remember?
I kind of cringe every time we get a smile at it. Oh, no.
Because
It happens
you
so
get what I
many
mean, right? Like
times.
you just get desensitized to it. After a while, you're just like, stop.
Yeah.
Get some help.
Like actually stop, get some help.
Yeah, literally, like you don't have to do this to try and force an emotion because in fact now every time they do it, I get like taken out of the moment because I'm like, shut the fuck up, I'm just like, shut up. So yeah, like it's just it ain't great. Like it ain't great when they try to. What was the original point?
Okay, Kay brought up the Harshaphon. I mean, we were talking about Heaven Sword, and I was just mentioning the
guess.
Heaven Sword characters and stuff I liked.
fair.
But yeah, we springboarded off it from me talking about Stormblood, and about JRPGs and stuff. Is there anything else you want to talk about FMA?
Maybe not that I can think of right now. I'm stupid, remember?
Yeah, I love stupid.
Fuck you. You're not supposed to agree.
But you love stupid?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. We're sorry for us. Yeah. You're gonna get this a lot more. But yeah, like oh thank you. As long as we're not cringe.
Yeah, so long as we're not.
As long as we're not cringe. Yeah, but that is exactly how I feel about like and FMA I don't know, like when people like okay, like Hugh's death, it happened so early on, right? And I would say like it's kind of a Hershafon level kind of death.
Like if they wanted
right?
a death to leave a lasting impact,
Yeah,
right?
and the thing is they do mention like Hugh here and there, just enough so that you remember him, but also like spaced out so that like it doesn't like lessen the impact. And like they're like, okay, yes, this death was important to Mustang, right? But it doesn't define him.
Yeah.
It almost feels like the way FF is going, it's like this death, we know how much it affected the wall, therefore we must it's your motivation to keep going, remember? Motivation. I'm like, motivation's right here. Mr. Tancred is right here. Like I don't need Mr. Hershafon. Stop it, seriously, stop it. Like
Estinian's dumbass is my motivation, probably.
is it really?
Not really, no.
Okay. Right. Like Andrew's motivation is, can you just bring Lise back again?
No, I moved past that.
Okay, fair.
I've moved past it, so like when she does appear, I'm like, oh,
yeah, when she appeared in Endwalker, I know you were so like happy.
I was.
Yeah. Look at those manly tears.
Yeah.
Manly tears. Yeah, like I think that's the thing, right? Because like distance makes the heart grow fonder, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think like there's no distance with Hershafon. He's not giving me any privacy. Like, man, leave me alone. You know? So I know that the Hershafon fans, like they still like every time, like, you know, they see him, but like I mean that one I can kinda understand because like it is their favorite character, but it just feels so much like I'm pretty sure there are people out there who have started getting a bit sick of it. Like they're like, okay dude, you know, like I wouldn't deny that people do still like him a lot, but yeah.
Yeah. You know, somewhere in the FF14 division, Creative Business Unit 3. Somewhere in their system they have a poll for which character they picked for in that moment in Charlene before the big fight.
Hold on.
Like I'm sure
Okay,
they
sorry,
have
can you repeat your question?
Oh, I'm sure that in those offices they have a record of like data pertaining to like who was the most picked in, or like who got how many picks for like that moment in Charlene before the final fight.
Yeah, definitely. Like the statistics of like the room scene and shit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like that's very easy to do, cause like I'm working in a game company, you know, and like when I hear the stuff, like they have analytics as well, right? And I'm very surprised with like what they can analyze. Like, oh, so this number of percentage of players actually climb the wall, that kind of thing. I'm like, that's specific? What the heck?
I mean, you look at how like GBF gets their stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely do, and that's why I'm pretty sure Estinian and Alice also usually gets picked for a lot of stuff besides Graha. You know, I'm very sure. You know, that's why they gave Estinian that shot. In the Dawn Trailer, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh yeah, the visiting room, yes.
Yeah, the visiting room. Yeah, the visiting room. So it's definitely all like planned, you know. That visiting room thing was so genius, right? Because you know, it's like a double thing, right? Like they get the stats and you get to spend time with whoever you want to bone. I mean, whoever you love, right? Like yeah, pretty much. Like they know. And actually before they even put that visiting room thing, they kind of already know like what each fan wanted, because like
they were written. Yeah,
This is on Michi's channel. This is on Michi's channel, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. All right. Okay. All the popular characters aside from Alice, because I think Alice's one was actually like really nicely written, all of them got really boring fan service. I'm gonna say it. Elfinot got boring fan service. Graha's thing was so boring. Estinian's one was so boring. I'm sorry. Like I feel like Estinian has so much character to him, so much things that he could talk about, especially when, you know, he didn't know anything, but yet he still like was willing to follow you guys to like the ends of the earth, right? Like I felt like that would have been such a strong point to like discuss, but no, let's have him be like, I'm just running away from my responsibilities because I'm cranky and I'm you know, and then like, oh, I'm gonna be in a new shirt because obviously I've been in armor too long. Here guys, see my tits. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a handsome man wink and I'm gonna jump out your window.
It's true.
Yeah, it's so boring. That was like okay, fan service is fan service, I get it, but when it was supposed to be such an important moment, right, that I'm gonna. And actually, I would say Yishtola's one was also quite fan service, because, you know, it was just like, oh, yes, mother, and she's like, don't make me hit you, kind of thing, like, you know, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
right? But when you look at what Tancred and Alice said, theirs felt like extreme, like really goodbyes, in the sense that like, you know, we might not come back from this, and I want to say everything that I have been holding in the case that none of us make it back,
Right.
or in the case that I don't make
Yeah.
it back. That was the feeling I got from Alice and Tancred.
Right.
And Alice's one, I genuinely felt quite shocked, because Alice, I feel, is another popular character, right? And I thought they would give her fan service as well. But then like, no, they gave her like they gave her genuinely like such a good like line that I was actually like, oh my god, like wow, you know, how can be like that's quite amazing. So but yeah, like on one hand, it's like I'm not someone who's going like no fan service. I'm too elite for fan service, you know, snort and shit like that. But I do feel that because that moment was supposed to be how like, you know, it was framed as that it could very well be your last time.
Yeah.
You don't know what lies ahead, and it was supposed to be something important, but half of them was just like really basic fan service that I thought was just like, yeah, I mean, they know what their fans want, I guess. Maybe these guys don't read, I don't know.
Yeah.
On one hand, like Ali says, I think does make sense to me, because people do see her as like a little sister,
Right.
and this is little sister's like plea to you, you know, don't like do anything stupid, like rely on us, which is still very close to a character, right? Like I think Alphinaud's one was, I feel like maybe Alphinaud I wasn't that like angry, or I would not say angry, I wasn't that like disappointed in. Like I think Alphinaud's was just very simple, but I also felt like because he has gone through thick and thin with you, it felt a bit more like you already know what I want to say, kind of thing. Because I felt like it was just a lot of stuff that he has already said in Heaven's Sword. He has already said in Shadowbringers, kind of thing. You've spent the longest time with him, so it just felt more like yeah, like everything that I've wanted to say, I have already said to you at some point or time. I just remember that thing. So it still felt quite sweet. Like, and Y'shtola's more is like I think they just don't know how to write Y'shtola. I'm sorry, like they just don't know what to give her, you know. It's like, oh, people like her because she's mommy, so like here's mommy, you know. But hers was also quite kind of sweet, I guess. But it just felt like, oh, it's just like basic Y'shtola writing. But Graha and Estin's, I was so appalled at like Graha's one, you know. Like, not say I didn't expect it, but when I looked at Graha's one, I was like, really? Really? You gave him such a cool like scene at Ratzathan, and this is what you do to him? Like, I mean, I'm sure people loved it, but like, this is so like, it's so, there was nothing for his character. It's just like, oh, cute Graha, you know, like, do this and that. And I was just like, oh my god. You know? So, like, yeah. What was the original point of it? Fuck, I just ramble. I've actually forgotten how it was. I don't know. I can't even tell you, because it was just kind of like we'll get through this, okay? And once you get through this, let's go on more adventures, okay? You know, that kind of shit. It was the usual stuff, like actually just the usual stuff. I remember, like, because I watched all of it, like, because someone was nice enough to go through that scene on New Game Plus, and just like kept like picking all the options.
Is it a New Game Plus or anything, or is it technically a cutscene thing that you could do?
I mean, if you go to New Game Plus, you play through that chapter again, you can make that choice again.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that choice was within the same cutscene, that you could revisit it in your normal thing.
Oh, is it? No, I don't. I feel like in your one playthrough you cannot revisit it, but if you go New Game Plus,
you can get it from your room.
Oh, is it?
Or like one of those cutscene things. So you can.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it did. Yeah, that video did come out before like New Game Plus was added for Endwalker. So I guess that's how
actually,
they did
that
it.
makes sense.
I guess a lot they did. But yeah. That was like, I watched the video of that because no way am I doing that.
I should do that.
I remember I did it because I wanted like a comparison of like how did the rest go. And
yeah. I
think when I watched like Estinian and Graha's, I was just like, it just like hands in my head, like, oh my. And I was just like, yeah, you know, they can do this because they know that they're like Graha and Estinian fans are like that. Like they will like this kind of stuff. But if I was a Graha and Estinian fan, which I never would be, because obviously my as in okay, not fan, like they wouldn't be my favorite character because of like the way I like stuff. like I would be so fucking disappointed. I'd be like, huh? Okay, coolios, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. You know, so I don't know, like after that when after I, because obviously I picked Tancred, right? And I was just like, wow. I mean, obviously this is biased speaking, but Tancred's thing directly ties in with story, as well as everything his character has gone through. It's peak writing. I'm sorry, like it's so peak. You know, the fact that they were able to do that. Like, I think that's why Ultima 2 like fucked me up so much. Precisely because of that one room scene where he makes you promise, like, yeah, like when he makes you promise. So like if you guys have not read, I mean, if Kay hasn't read my, you know, that comic, which I'm pretty sure I feel like you already read it. Like, you know, he makes you promise like to stop him if like he does something stupid, and then he does something stupid anyway. And I like the whole time I was just like shaking my fist, like you man,
because you couldn't stop him.
Yeah, and like you picked that moment that I could not stop you, and he looked back at us too, and I was just like,
he did.
He looked back at us too, and I was just like, you, fuck you.
Like that's good
God.
writing. Like
that was good writing, yeah. And I feel like, you know, like that part with Tancred just hit everything. It hit fan service. I know some people didn't consider it fan service because he wasn't like lovey-dovey and shit, but like, is Tancred like that? Like, I know Tancred's a flirt, and I still think a lot of people, Tancred fans included, like believe him that he's still a flirt. But Tancred has always been a man of duty above like all else. That was shown in as early as like the Uda like level 10 cutscene, where he stops flirting with two women so that he could make musings about his mission, you know, and he just let them like walk like so like how many like miles away from him, and they're like, hey, you coming along? Oh yeah, I'm coming. You know, like he's always been a man of duty. And I think the sexiest thing is when he comes to you and tells you that he just wants you to be safe. I think that's sexy. I don't know. I think that's sexy, you know. He just wants you to be safe, and he's like Tancred is such a guy that you know, he's Shadowbringers has shown that he's very bad at like letting other people know what he's thinking, because he doesn't want he's the kind of guy who believes that he should solve everything on his own, right? Because he doesn't want to burden other people with it. So the fact that he finally after like 4 fucking expansions, he finally goes and tells you that this is what I'm worried about. I'm really freaking like worried about this. Please stop me if I do anything, and just know that like even if I go down, like I trust that the rest of you will finish the job. I feel like that is like the biggest thing that Tancred could give like anybody, you know. And if people don't see how hot that is, well, they don't deserve him anyway. Sorry. Like, man, yeah, I'm sorry.
Maybe in a way, I had a thought that like maybe in a sense is that this different kind of fan service, it speaks different to people, because like everyone has different tastes and like likes different characters because they have different personality and experiences and stuff, right?
Yeah,
so like I think for one sense, like a character coming out like Tancred coming out very forward with and admitting like his fears and all that right before last day, that kind of thing is good. But I think if say a Graha fan like, or like for example like saw that and like, would they feel the same way? Like, is it good, that kind of thing, right? Because like I feel like their idea of like maybe the personality that like, you know, why they like Graha is that like, they're kind of looking more towards that, like, you know, like, oh, we're gonna get out of this fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like the oh, you know, have hope.
Yeah, have hope, that kind of
we're
thing.
so cool. Have hope.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of like the personality, or like what they want to hear, you know.
Yeah.
So I think maybe thinking about it now is like that might be in a way good writing.
It's
it
good writing in
fits
a way because
very
they
specific personalities.
they know the people that like these specific characters really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, as in to me, like I just felt like the type that likes the mainstream popular characters, they are definitely the types that will be satisfied by this level of writing. I'm sorry. To me, it's not hard to write. Let's go on an adventure together. I'm sorry. It's not. To me, it's not. I don't believe it's hard to write because Graha has said that line so many that like 50 versions of that line. To me, you know, it's not. I don't know.
Like it's easier to write than like
it's easier to write to me.
Because it's not like, I mean, okay, I didn't watch the videos and stuff, so I don't know how it is. But like, if it's a character that's like saying more like, oh yeah, let's be okay, kind of like, hey, let's do it for, and like full stop, that's it, right? Like they don't really go on about like, you know, stuff from their past or that they've gone through, that kind of thing, or you know, like what thoughts they have of the future, what they are afraid of, you know. Like I think because the thing is that what's a good character is that they are not what makes a good character is that they're not one-dimensional. Like what makes them believable is when you actually see different sides of them, and you see they can be open and forward to you about like they get angry at some things, they feel sad at some things, they like this certain food, but why do they like this certain food? Does it have any deeper meaning behind it? That kind of thing. And it's just, it starts from the question of like, oh, ask that character like, you know, why say the things that you, or why behave this way, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think in a way, like for example, like if the stuff that Graha says maybe is leaning towards more of the one-dimensional side, like the side that you know Graha has, and but like it's the same outside inside, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, did he not pull off like say anything pertaining to like, you know, pull out the X-Arc or something?
Not really. I don't recall. Like at least maybe I'm wrong. I probably have to like read it again, but because like my supervisor at work, when she played it, she doesn't have any like super favorite character kind of that she gravitates to in the Scions. So she kind of just rolled the dice, right? And the dice landed on Graha. So she was like, okay, dice is also mainstream, right? And then when this was before like I went and found all the cutscenes, right? So I asked her like, oh, like who do you pick? And then she was like, oh, Graha, like, and then I was like, oh, so how did his go? And she was just like, it was nothing. And she straight up told me that it was nothing that stood out a lot. It was just the usual, like very cute, like, oh yeah, let's go on Boken together. Boken is adventure, like. And if even she said that, then yeah, you know. But also like this is from two people who don't really simp over Graha, right? Like I recognize that whatever was written for Graha is not for me. That's why to me it just feels so like lemao. It's so lackluster. But I know that to Graha fans, like they're like, yes, baby, we'll do everything for you, you know. And I am making fun of them because I like making fun of people who like mainstream shit, right? But at the same time, it's also like, you know, all the more power to you. Trying to say myself right here.
The thing is that Graha is a good character. Okay, let me say. Graha is a good character, right? I think it just feels that sometimes the character that he is now compared to what he was is very different. Back then he was written back then he wasn't written with fan service in mind, let's say. Right now, with him being like one of the forefront, like people who have not played FF14 have seen Graha and they know, okay, this guy's from FF14, he's Mr. FF14. It's like they will write him and have thoughts about the fan service, and that might unfortunately that can make a character suffer. Like I was thinking, like if that might have been a thing for Y'shtola, because she's one of the very legacy characters, right? She was already she was popular enough to be like the one chosen among all the 14 characters to be in Dissidia. So I feel like, not to mention, like there's also, like, you know, it's Heaven Sword. There's also during the time when she literally gone kaput. She's missing. So you didn't have much to write about her character. After that, like, I think they just used her for like a lot of marketing stuff as well.
Yeah.
So that might have made her suffer, and like in the end now they
don't know what to do with her.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, like okay, like the reason why I say all of this about Estina and Graha is that because as much as they're not my favorites, I'm not someone to just like, I'm not want to like, you know, just push them to the side just because I'm not interested in them, right? It's more like I feel that even after 5.3 and even after Estinian has joined us, there is so many ways to still like they have so much potential, they have so much angles that they could pick on and write and make it like so much more interesting. But because both Graha and Estinian are like, both Graha and Estinian are like popular characters, so they end up just like pushing them into a fan service and fan service and fan service. I'm sorry. Fan service and fan service and fan service, that it actually just like makes their characters so simple. It's so simplistic. It's irritating because like I think Ann Walker is a very good showing of this, in the fact that they at certain parts they have 6 dimensions, and then at most other parts they have 1, which makes it really like infuriating to me, because it just feels like you came up with so much character when they were so much better before they became popular. Exarch was really good. I might have been like an Exarch hater because of reasons, but that's just me, right? But now that many years later, you know, I think I look back on it as like Exarch was really written like as a proper character. They did not care whether he was popular or not. They probably knew that he was gonna be popular, but they didn't like, you know, try and like feed into that. I think Aymeric was someone who was meant to be popular and was written as such. Is what I feel about his character, but that's why I had no interest in him. But I think for Graha, like he was written like when he was so integral to the story in Shadowbringers, he was given proper like treatment. And then the moment like after Shadowbringers, his popularity skyrocketed, and they gave him that out in 5.3. Like I felt that every other interaction was so like watered down in favor of like, let's make him so cute to the wall so that our players will go like, yeah, you know. It feels like that.
Yeah.
It feels like that. And like I'm not saying that his entire purpose is just to be that, because he has good moments. But the fact that he does have good moments makes me even more angry, because it just feels like, so you can write these good, you know. Yet why are so many of his moments just bland fan service? Estinian as well. I
like serious Graha.
I like serious Graha. I like Graha when he talks about his own ambitions that are not in whatsoever related to the wall. I feel that he is most interesting when he is completely separated from the wall. When he talks to Alice, those are my favorite parts of Graha. All my favorite Graha interactions are him and Alice. Even though I ship Tancred and Graha, okay? But that's just me being delusional. But, you know, like when he talks to Alice, it just feels like he is finally talking to a peer that he doesn't have to try very hard to like be like prim and proper around. Does that make sense? It feels like he's more himself. You know, there's no pressure on him to be like oh, I'm in front of my hero, you know, like Alice is just someone that knows that he's being stupid and he can respond in kind because he knows that Alice's hot-headedness is like coming from a genuine place, more relaxed and like, yeah, exactly. And it's so weird that even though they try to make him so like, you know, fan servicey, like pander to the players, right? He feels more natural when he's talking to an MP, to me at least. But if I say this like out loud to like on Twitter, I will be spearheaded back and forth.
I was gonna say that like the part I like about Graha, like a moment that I liked was in Colcia, in Shadowbringers, when he was still the Exarch, and we were doing preparations to attack Mount Gog, that kind of thing, right? And like we had time to you know just travel with Exarch and just like, you know, sit down with him and like talk, and I think I did like that part. Like it's those moments, you know.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking back to like even like Crystal Tower Exarch, I'm like that Crystal Tower Exarch, not Crystal Tower Exarch, Crystal Tower
Graha.
Yeah, Graha, the Alliance raid, that Graha does not exist anymore. That one was a very decisive guy and all that, and yeah, now he's like he's reduced to just a little kitten. And I'm not too sure. Like a lot of people like that.
I mean, okay, I want to keep emphasizing that it's not a bad thing. Right? It's not a bad thing to pander to fan service, because I understand that still needs to be important, especially when, you know, your fans are like that, who can't even take one line of him going, yeah, I'll stay behind. Oh no, is he not gonna be in Dutch?
Yeah, I was thinking about that also. I was just like, that's literally a testament, like the most recent testament to like how like, the perception of like Graha is now. It's like, it's kind of toxic. It's gone toxic.
It's gone so bad that you literally cannot leave him out of anything because people will be so upset.
Yes, that's why I'm thinking like, so like, will there ever be a expansion without him now?
They can't, because like people will get so fucking angry, you know.
There's no
so
way.
Many people play for Graha that like the moment they don't include him in an expansion, like that's it. People will be like, why didn't you include him? He's like the most popular character. What the fuck, you know? Dawn True is not canon to me, because like Graha isn't there. Like, like it feels like when I saw that and I was just like, is this seriously what you guys are thinking from? Like, be real.
Yeah.
Be real here.
that
It was so disappointing.
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
the reaction from like fans is like really uncalled for.
At the same time, it's also like can you blame them? Because Square Enix has been feeding into it.
Yeah.
You know? Square Enix has been feeding into it, and that's why they react like that. Like,
it's not like another character say like, oh hey Graha, you can hit the bench, Crew can come on, that kind of thing. It's Graha himself said that he actually, that serious Graha, that's Graha like actually like not thinking like all over the wall, that kind of thing, and just thinking like, you know, for the other characters.
I think it was just so funny, like the differences in reaction, because if you watch like our 5.55 stream, like we were just like, oh, that's so nice of him, oh my god, oh you're so cool, Graha. Like I literally was like singing him praises, which is not a common occurrence if you know me, you know. Like I was literally go like, oh, that's so cool, you know, like oh, that's actually really nice. And then like my other friend who was like, oh, I didn't feel anything because I know he's gonna appear anyway. And then after that, I go on Twitter, and then people are like, I didn't like how OOC that was. Graha would never leave me behind. And I'm like,
Oh my god!
yeah, they were like, yeah, like it's so out of character. Like, don't you guys feel that it was so out of character? I felt like it was so out of character. Sorry, I'm only quoting one person, but they literally said that Graha was like acting out of character when he chose to stay behind. Then in that same tweet, they went, well, I guess like it's just him being self-sacrificing, like as he always says. Then I'm like, choose one. You cannot write both. You cannot say that he's out of character and then say that, well, I guess that's actually like him. Like, choose one. Oh my god. Like, part of me wants to be evil and be like, yeah, don't include him. Then you'll know how I felt during Heaven's Sword. Right? Like, yeah, don't include him. They'll know how I felt during Heaven's Sword and Stormblood. My god. Like, you guys have been eating so well, man.
You know who's been missing? Sid Garland.
Yeah,
Fucking
man.
bring that old man back. He has fans, or at least one fan. Who was it who likes him? I remember...
Well, okay, no, they were making fun of Mikoto for liking him. Are you talking about?
No, I'm
the
talking
NPC?
about a RL person.
Uki?
Was it Uki?
No, he just said his tits were big, but I don't know if like he actually likes.
There
like,
was
tits.
someone. What? Yeah, was it a VTuber who was like I stand like Sid Garland, and I'm like, holy crap.
There are people out there who do ship like sit with their wall. They're so strong
Yeah,
because
that's so
everyone
strong.
else
Everyone's
ships like, ships like
everyone's
him
Sid.
and Narrow.
Freaking yeah.
Yeah, they're the strongest people on the planet. There's this one like person who ships like their wall with Midfilia. I think they're like they've commissioned me before. They're like the strong, and
wow.
I see them still like commissioning like other people, like my friends
Right.
or like my mutuals, and I'm like, this lady and like the person that ships their wall with Papa Limo, as well as the person who ships their wall with Pippin. Those three people are like the strongest people alive.
There's this
you know?
strong like
They are the
wall
strongest
ships
people alive.
like yo my guys.
Yeah, and then like Melty-san who ships with Rauban.
Yeah, I'm like that's the most
That's-
beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, like I'm still
I
having
bow
the easy
down
way
to
out,
thee.
you know, I bow down to because like my basic ass shipping with Tancred, like that's not special. You know, I can admit that. That's why I can admit that it's fine. He got so much in Shadowbringers, he doesn't need to be in the patches. I miss him. But if they don't have a good reason to bring him back, then it's fine, you know. Just let him have a break. That's fine, you know. But meanwhile, like Graha fans are like, how dare he not be in everything, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oopsies. See the narrow the out of it. Oh yeah. Technically, Graha didn't appear hit. No. The thing is, you cannot count that, right? Because no, you cannot tell me people had the same amount of love for Graha just from Crystal Tower. Impossible.
I was thinking,
There were multiple people who did not like him, did not care about him, thought, oh yeah, he's just a side character until Shadowbringers came about, okay? And that's why I don't really count Heaven's Sword and Stormblood for Graha, because he was not made into what he is until Shadowbringers. And if people did like him from ARR, it's because they came in later and they already knew his significance. You know, that's why like for people, I think there was a post that went around recently where someone was saying like, oh, they were wondering like how many people actually already liked Graha since ARR, like before Shadowbringers, and she admitted that it doesn't make your love any less like valid. It's just that, you know, like me personally, I didn't pay him any attention because he was really just a side NPC. And then like Shadowbringers like changed all of that, and that was when I started liking him a lot. And when I read the comments, a lot of people said the same thing. They said that they didn't really took notice of him. In fact, they actually didn't remember him until the Shadowbringers trailer dropped because they thought it was just one and done. He's just there, you know. And when you don't get like that kind of character to come back after a while, people just forget, right? No one's gonna be like, I wonder when they'll bring that cat boy from Crystal Tower back. No one said that. What was said when Shadowbringers dropped was people going, oh, I remember the Crystal Tower quest. That guy is definitely the cat boy. You know, that was what was said. And even like the Yeshtola simp in my company, because he had done those Crystal Tower quests, he doesn't care about men. right? When the trailer dropped, he was like, it's obviously the cat boy. Everyone knows it's the cat boy. There's only one person. Like that was when people know, like, oh, it is that red cat boy. No one used the word, no one used the name Graha. All I heard was red cat boy. In fact, a lot of people like, what's that guy's name? That cat boy that got locked in a tower. No one remember his fucking name when Shadowbringers dropped, you know? So like I don't believe that people actually cared whether he was gone for Heaven's Sword or Stormblood, because no one cared about him when it was just AR. Right? And basically the person who made that Twitter post was saying that like it was only after they, you know, they could appreciate him in Shadowbringers that when they went back and replayed ARR, then they felt more appreciation to him for his ARR self. You know. So that's what I would say. Like it's not the same, because for especially for Tancred and Yushtola, especially if you started like in the cities that they, you know, that they were safeguarding, kinda.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I mean. Like people were already like people already you know, like we already have attachments to them. I had attachment. And I don't even think I complained that much about like when I was playing Heaven's Sword, because I was so distracted by it. There were so many other fucking things to complain about in Heaven's Sword. So I didn't even care that. I mean, I was a bit sad that Tancred was just like not there, because I was really angry that I was like, why are we still not saving the Scion? Why are we wasting our time like getting in this whole like cities mess? Wouldn't it be better if we save the Scions and then we come back and deal with this mess? When we have more people, when we have our trusted allies. Oh, you mean to say that I have to wait until this main story quest is over? Okay, fuck you. That was what I was angry about, you know, because I was like, why would you like write the ending of ARR like that, making me think that we're gonna, you know, get back our reputation and then we go and find them. And then I'm like, oh, I guess getting back our reputation is going through this entire quest without our buddies.
Means you're popping off.
I'm popping off?
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm popping off?
Once again, you're popping off.
Popping off in the good way or bad way?
In a way where like I don't know whether we need to talk about this anymore, because I feel like you said this on your stream like countless of times.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Oh, no one haven't solved, but yeah. So Graha fans have no right to complain. Sorry, you all need to go through this one expansion. Okay, shut the fuck
up. Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. I took up your entire stream.
Yeah, it turned into FF14 stream.
My bad.
Don't be angry at me.
No, I'm not. It's just I had to like step in and just like, okay, it's good stuff, but like we don't need to keep saying the same thing again and again. And that's it. Like, you know, give less fucks to what people think sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna be super stressed out and like you're gonna mentally run yourself dry.
I guess.
You can tell me that. Shut the fuck up.
My Kami Oshi's not even here anymore.
Oh.
There's new Oshi now.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Woklamat, she's new Oshi. Yeah. I have very strong feelings for her. By the way, it's almost midnight.
Yeah, well, actually K usually like goes off like by now.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
still here.
No, I was thinking are the tickets for the Niji thing on? Cause I remember it was 12 March.
Oh shit, yeah.
It
you're
might not
right.
be on midnight.
If it's not midnight, you're gonna have.
Oh, if you have to go, please go, okay. Have a good rest.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
Yep.
And thank for listening to the FF14 ramble and FMA ramble as well. But yeah, actually I don't know if I'm gonna say this on stream, but like, no, I'm not gonna say anything sensitive or not lah. I'm just gonna say like those tickets are expensive, and I don't know if I want to go anymore actually. But
Well, if you don't want to go, then
if
no,
you can go with Weiru if you still want. Because for me, it's the prices plus. I mean, when I really tell myself, my Kami Oshis have left. They're not there in that lineup anymore. Like, when I think about like the meet and greet, like to fight for the meet and greet tickets, I'm like, I don't know who I would want to talk to.
no, the thing I'm actually worried about the meet and greet is that I
Good
don't
night,
know.
Kay.
Good night. I don't know if like they are actually solo meet and greets.
They are. They say 30 seconds per person.
20 seconds.
30. No, not 30 seconds. 1 minute, I think.
Oh, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Then. Okay, actually, that's really stupid.
Why leh?
I feel like 1 minute's short.
They say it's already like a gracious 1 minute.
A gracious one.
I mean, I can kind of understand. But that includes like the photo taking if you want to take photo with them. So it is really short. It's more for you to say something to them and just sit.
And then
It's like you make a tweet at them, that kind of thing. You have that 1 minute of them addressing you for $78.
Then you know
Not
what,
including
never mind.
the
Yeah,
ticket.
no, then I can't be bothered.
It sucks, but yeah, it's those prices just make it very difficult. Like, as much as we wanna show our support for them, cause we do still support them. It's very difficult. It's very difficult with those prices, man, and I'm hoping that like there will be people who will visit them. I do hope people show their support for them. Yeah. I'm just continuously lighting now. I don't know if when I should stop. I drew this hair so nyowy nyowy. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna stop.
Hair's difficult. Like, I feel it's like not really in character with Michi also, like her hair. I feel like, I mean, I don't know if in character or not, but I feel like I need to explore more avenues besides just a very neat looking combed hair. Like, I don't know how to layer hair on top and that kind of thing. Like, say drawing like Kabu's hair, that kind. I don't know how to do that sort of thing.
What? Kabu?
Kabru? Yeah.
Wait, what about him? Sorry.
His hair. That kind of hair with a lot of layering and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm like, basically like right now how I've drawn hair is they're very one dimensional. It's literally just one plane. And like the more like that's one aspect. The other aspect that I'm not used to is actually making it look very much like hair. Right now, like my sort of fallback method is just making the ends of the hair split up lah and stuff, so it shows like, okay, yeah, there's strands and stuff. If not, it's like it looks like flat planes and cloth. But sometimes like some people draw hair like cloth and flat planes, and it actually does work and stuff.
Mm.
If you don't want to talk, then we can stop the discording.
Oh,
You don't
I
have to-
guess. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going over. Bye bye.
Ow! She gone. I miss her already. No. Yeah. Okay. Bye letter. Chico. Ah. Ugh. Hmm? What the fuck? Wait, is that who's hot? Doesn't that look like coloring style?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But this part
Oh. Huh, really? Hmm. Right. Eh. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm thinking whether to make a more concrete schedule for my streams instead of this and that. Like right now I've been alternating days, so like you have days to like stream and stuff, so but if I have a fixed schedule, then just maybe it'll be better for you to plan around that if you want to also. Oh yeah, but I mean, okay. Like should I? Okay. Right, cause I feel like for me, I'll make it my streams more fixed. I guess yours is more whether you feel. Yeah. I know. Yeah, then cause I feel like also like if it's a fixed schedule, maybe maybe new viewers would be more inclined to like catch my stuff or not. At least that's one of the things that Twitch does suggest. I don't have to take it like as is, but it would help because I feel like sometimes I'm like I'm like thinking like, oh, do I want to stream? Do I want to not stream? That kind of thing. But if I do have it fixed, then like at least I can really prepare stuff beforehand and like, okay, this is the thumbnail I want, this is what I want to stream, that kind of thing, and pace myself also, because then I want to make sure that like for this sorry by the way, like I think I might as well just say this, so I'm sorry that I'm talking to you about it. I'm saying it on stream. I do want to try to finish this. Maybe like I do want to try to finish this month. I don't know if I'll finish a live 2D for this month because like that's gonna be much trickier. I'll have to cut things up as well. And then animate them. But yeah, cause I was looking at QT Dragons, sort of like beginner's tutorial on like live 2D illustrations, and like I mean it's very beginner lah. it's just mostly talking about the controls, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I kind of finally understand it. So one thing is I want to try that out. The other thing is that like that tutorial also does go into like animations for VTuber models, toggles, and all that kind of thing. So that's something I do want to go into. So I should try. Well, okay, yeah, because like she was showing off like, oh yeah, you can do this sort of like transformation sort of thing. Like, yeah, there was that other VTuber who rigged her own model, and she had some tutorial, so I can like take a look at that stuff also. So yeah, that's the stuff that I wanna sort of try to gun for as fast as possible. I think I do want to like after this, I will either. I think after this I'll work on my actual model sheet stuff. I should try to get that done. Yeah, cause originally I was thinking whether to do an animation for the transitions, that sort of thing. But I feel like that isn't as important as completely like finalizing my design. Eh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I think live 2D actually really helped because it's sort of reinforced, like it's a new system and I feel like I like watching VTubers and stuff, then it sort of reinforced. It's another tool that I can use, and like I feel like I've adapted to it like very fast. Like I feel like I've got the edge, so I just hope it doesn't really die down, that's the thing. So I'm trying my best. As for traditional animation, that will take a lot of time still, so I might wanna put that off first. I'm not sure. Yeah. I guess I should stop stream. I'll probably continue drawing, but I'll stop stream. Let me zoom out and see what I have now. Yeah, so I completely finished lining the body. And well, now that I look at it again, like I think there are some line weights that I might have missed out. I want to sort of refine that. But then yeah, there's the hair and the face and scarf, and I feel like the next time I'm gonna be drawing, or I could draw this off stream as well. I can finish the line off stream and block in the colors, and the next stream can be me starting on the rendering, which is scary as fuck. So that can be the next stream. If I actually do continue this off stream. Works kind of weird now. So see how if I have the energy for it. Yeah, otherwise the next art stream might be this. Next stream I feel like, I mean, I don't know when we're gonna have our Dungeon Meshi spoiler class. Yeah, it'll be after you finish that. So in the meantime, I feel like the next stream that I'm planning for is Wednesday. Tomorrow I have the stuff that I've shopped for online has come in, so I do want to set that up tomorrow after work. So that'll take some time, and I don't want to schedule a stream right after it because I'm afraid if anything breaks and I won't be able to stream. So I want to make sure everything's alright first tomorrow, and Wednesday I will stream something. Mince will be out for dinner, so it's just me. So I was thinking of trying out as extras, but if not, I can take a look at if there's anything on the PS5 that I want to play or anything on the Switch, because I feel like I should play some other stuff besides WoW. But at the same time, I want to get into the new area, so I may just end up with WoW anyway. But regardless, Wednesday is just going to be a gaming stream. I'll set the time for that. I think I set it at 9 or 9:30 Singapore time. Well, you can follow me on Twitter to keep updated on that, or you can follow me on Twitch, and you'll receive the notification when I go live. So thank you for joining me for this stream. Nice seeing you guys, and thank you for listening to us, and that Mince can join at least in VC. And we made good progress today, I think. Yeah. It feels really good to be productive. Yeah. Okay. So good night, and thank you for watching the stream. Hope you'll be alright. Bye.